music. We'll just give it like 20 seconds. We won't go the whole 3 minutes. Okay, welcome. Why don't we kill the music? All right. Welcome, everybody. This is Silver Heist. If you can give me some feedback on the volume. He's telling me it's super loud. Is it super loud, or is it okay? So we've got Silver Heist here. We have a special guest. Can our special guest chime in? Is he here? We have 2 is 1 is in the house. Is 2 is 1 talking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now he's talking. All right, now we're talking.
Had to turn off the music.
Okay, good. So we have Silver Heist is here, and we have special guest 2 is 1. So I'm thinking a lot of people know 2 is 1, but in case you don't, he is becoming many people's go-to gold. If anybody wants to talk about gold, 2 is 1 is there. So he's got a lot of great videos, as you see. The new ones are Offsite Gold. Gold is greater than Bitcoin. Buying gold on a budget. But if you look at his most popular ones, that's kind of what I like to do to get to know somebody. What do people like? How do I fix this? Okay, here we go. So yeah, so best gold coin you can buy, Gold 101, 24K versus 22K. So a lot of great content, so thank you. I'm not sure what we're playing there. So we're going to get rid of that. So a lot of great content, 2 in 1. We really appreciate you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. That was not one of my videos there where the little baby grows up to be the monster man.
Could have been a commercial. You're not in control of your own commercials.
So, you just never know.
Yes. So it's crazy. So if we can type Silver 2 is 1's channel link in the live stream, that would be great. Why don't we say hello to some folks? 2 is 1, you want to lead off the welcome wagon?
I sure do. I saw that, we got a bunch of good people all at once. We got Don't Ask, Silver Ripple, Silver Britches and Ace all in at the same time. Randy Matthews, I think, just dropped in. So good to see everybody.
Excellent. We have Winning Image Photography and Silver Stealer. And who else did we see? Maxim 77 Mornings. I'm not sure what part of the world they're in, but it's morning somewhere. And then we have Minted AU Space AG. So, and JT, and Stephen Parsons, and MD. So, a lot of good folks. Thanks for being here. Silver Wolverine, a big U.S. Mint fan and critic as needed. Mikey V. So, yeah, so we've got a lot of exciting things happening at the U.S. Mint that we wanted to talk to you about. So, we have some experience in buying some coins recently. We thought we could compare notes, see what people did, what they liked, what they didn't like, if it met their expectations. So this is a brochure from the U.S. Mint. So there's a lot of, you can spend your money in many ways at the U.S. Mint. So some of them, you just buy what you like, or buy what you think other people might like for value. So we're mainly going to focus on the V75 gold and silver eagles and the end of World War II gold and silver, and mainly these two, because my most experience is with the V75 silver eagle, and 2 is 1 has some experience with the gold end of World War II. It's easy to get the two confused. So
Very different experiences also.
yes. So so why don't we see, do people want to chime in as to what they acquired themselves? Maybe put a 1 for the gold, a 2 for the silver, a 3 for the other gold, and a 4 for the silver medal. So you can type in the chat what you were able to buy, or if you bought 2, you could say, I got number 2 and number 4. So let's see what people bought. My chat is behind. Here we go. So what do you got your chat going? What do people buy? So far
We got a lot of.
Yeah.
Philly B got 1 and 2. That's Wait a minute. What's 2? Is 2 the silver and 1 is the AGE?
Wait a minute. Which 2 is 1, and who's on first and what's on second?
It's super confusing.
Yes. So if you look at the visual, 1 is the gold, 2 is the silver V75, and then 3 and then 4.
So Philly B got both of them. So
Great. Wow. Congratulations, Philly B. You got the
lots
1
of
and the
2s
2.
in there.
Yeah, Mikey V got the 2 silvers, number 2 and number 4. Live Free and Dig got 2 and 4.
Randy Matthews got none of the above.
Okay, that's an option, either on purpose or by being banned. The best people can get banned, so we're pretty.
Like Larry W was like you, Heist. He got 2 of 2.
2 of 2. Okay, yeah. Where's Britches at? What did Britches get?
Britches was taking the week off, I think.
Did he buy anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, we'll see.
What? Britches, he lying? He telling us the truth? He says he got 2 2s.
2 2s. Okay, there you go. That's good score. 2 2s is good. Minted AU got 2, 3, and 4. So we got one person with the 1, so that's great. And so that's awesome. I got as close as having that in my cart on the Monday morning after the big day. So I was really close. I think I put my credit card in 5 times. So I had a better chance on getting it the following Monday than the first big day. So, but yeah. So I have I may not keep this, so I want to treat it well, but I have the metal, so I can show people the metal. I mean, we have a good visual here. I'll just leave it in the case, but I got this. So I have a metal, and which is that guy. So we'll keep that in. I can show you this, though. This is World War One. So my grandfather was in World War One. So I think it all depends on if your family's connected to World War One or two. So I think it's a great theme. I think World War II is a good theme. So, so I think they picked a popular idea. Whether it's worth to keep or worth to sell, that's a different story. So, let's see. So, does anyone want to guess? Does anyone want to guess? I'm kind of losing track of the stream. My stream isn't updating. All right, cool.
So one thing, Heist, that we didn't ask is who's getting them graded. I saw Brian Woodard is getting 3 of his coins graded. Mikey V's getting 3 coins in total graded.
Okay, yeah. So grading is a ball game that I've never participated in. I think I have one graded Morgan. So I've never bought graded stuff. The 70 will be worth a heck of a lot more, and the 69 will be worth an okay amount, a decent amount. But it's kind of 70 or not 70 or bust, but 70 is really what you want. And so...
Yeah, and Silver Britches is bringing up a good point about the hype ending. And so you have to get them graded. You have to get them back in hand so you can sell them before people are kind of on to the next thing. That's what I've been wondering about. So I think people are probably smart to get some graded, but you really have to get them quick, I imagine, for it to be worth it. I could be wrong there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know who's in the chat, but I did not get the enhanced reverse proof last year. But it came out around the same time, around November 9th or 6th. And frankly, I think by Christmas or New Year's, the peak is starting to fade a little. So if you get it graded, I think you want to sell it quick. So yes, Ace is saying grade it before Christmas. Yeah, I mean, once people spend their Christmas money, it might be hard for someone. So, I mean, I think I heard somebody... I'm trying to think if people got gifts of graded coins or gifts of enhanced reverse proof on the secondary market. So, a spouse could give someone a nice gift, but the gifts don't flow after Christmas. I mean, so I think Christmas is the time. Yeah. So, he blended whiskey. So, yeah, so Andre is looking to sell his now. And so a lot of people, some people are selling them quick. And so I've got, let me see if I can. So last year I held out hope that somehow I would get an enhanced reverse proof because they weren't officially sold out. But these have sold, I think, quicker officially than the others. So they're almost sold out. I'm just writing something down right now. I've got the updated records from the mint, so we can play a game where the points don't matter. But let's see. So,
yeah, and if you want Heist to get out the chalkboard, type 1.
Yes. I'm gonna bring out the yellow legal pad instead. But
All right, that'll work too.
Yeah. So 1 for the chalkboard, 2 for the legal pad. And we're almost there. So here we go. So the gold has 1,945 mintage. The silver's got 75,000. The gold 24K is 7,500, and the silver metal has 20,000. So as of whatever last Sunday was, as of 11/22, these are the sales. So let's guess how many sales have been made on the gold. And the points don't matter. No prizes, points don't matter. So guess number of sold gold V75. So 1936, 1938, 1,000, 1,200. So yeah, so they're not officially sold out, but they went into this unavailable status, and that kind of means the mint is just getting the inventory sorted out, canceling some double orders, maybe fixing some broken credit cards, maybe even a coin got returned by somebody. So people are guessing. Everyone got their guess in. 1945, people guessed anywhere. It is 1939. There's 6 coins left. So not many. So pretty much I've given up. I mean, I looked for a couple of days after the deal, but I'm not looking. I don't know if anyone else has looked lately. I mean, that's a really long odds. So I'll just put the answers. Does anyone want to guess on another coin? Or what do you think, 2 is 1? Should we guess or should we just give the answers?
I think just give the answers.
Okay. So the silver one, 74,990. There's only 10 left. The gold, 74.94. There's only 6 left. And the silver medal, 19,994. There's 6 left. So there's 6, there's 6, there's 10, and there's 6. I mean, it's over. So I hope you got one, folks. And if you didn't, there'll be another hot coin another year. Another year, another dollar. So, yeah, so MD, it's like getting the Willy Wonka golden ticket. So, yeah, so that's where we're at. So now it's onto the secondary market if you're looking for something. So, let's see. So that is. Do you want to talk about eBay 2 is 1? What do you see?
We sure do. Ripples, that's exactly how it works. So it's not over till we say it's over.
Right. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No.
He's on a roll.
Yes, indeed. So, silver ripples is very true.
Heist, lead it off. Let everybody know what you did. I think we've had a lot of videos from people who have told us what they've done with their coins. Everyone has kind of a feeling for price, but yeah, let's.
You want to
see what you did?
See what I did? Okay. So I wasn't sure where it was going. It seemed like it was somewhere between 400 and 500. I wasn't sure if it was going to go higher than 500, so I arranged a deal on Instagram from some guy who seemed to have a big presence. So I took a chance. He had, I forget. Now, I mean, I looked into him enough to be confident about him. And let me see where I'm going to put this. I'll put it here. So I got this. So I got a V75 Silver Eagle. Which one? I got that coin there. This one. So I got that. And so I got this. So I got 2 gold eagles. I got two 1/10 gold eagles. And $50. So I got $50 and 2 gold eagles. So I got 2/10 of a gold and $50 for an $83 coin. So, I mean, what is that worth? 2 is 1. I mean, $2.20 a coin. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, I mean, depends on where you get them. You can find them for $2.10, but regardless, you got about, you did what? You got $4.70 or $4.80 out of the deal.
So even melt and 50. But, the cost of me buying those has got to be at least, $2.10. So $4.20 plus $50, $4.60. I think Sal got $4.50 and a silver eagle. So he got like $4.50 and a $30 coin. So it's about ballpark. If you're in the $500 range, I think that's good for the silver V75.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen better, but right around that $500 mark, I think Juice Stacker was the first person I saw a video from that sold it. I'm sure there were others, but he had it out the door. He didn't even have it in hand for half a day before he had it sold, and I think he got about 500.
Yeah. So I mean, we're quibbling over $50, in my opinion.
Right.
So, so I wasn't gonna take a chance on. I frankly sold the Sunday before the spot price changed. So like I sold at like 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock that Sunday, and I forget if gold went up or down. It's kind of been going down. So I thought maybe it was going up. I think it went down. So, but it was sort of good to do a trade because the guy who traded me, he may even have like a coin store. So for him, he probably got this at spot. But to me, it's worth a heck of a lot more. And it's kind of cool to get a little cash on the side too, instead of pure coins. So minted
Yeah,
use.
The trade, you can just kind of walk away from it and tell yourself there's no taxes on that thing either, because
Right.
it's only $50 that changed hands.
Yeah.
It's
right.
That's not tax advice, people. That's just
Right. I know.
It's just someone justifying.
Yes. This isn't being recorded.
Right.
You have the right to remain silent. So, yeah, it's not. It's not the insider trading that gets you. It's the lying to the FBI. So
Right.
That's
So,
how it trips
a
up.
couple people in chat, Silver Ripple's got 525 for his. It looks like that's the highest that I've seen
Great.
in
Congrats.
there. Yeah. And Ace is pointing out that they're now selling around 350 to 400. We were just looking at that prior to the live stream, and you can see them go from 600 down to 500, and now they're at 400, and we're seeing 399, and there's asking bids at 350 right now. So Heist didn't get his sold on eBay, but we're using eBay as like the factual, the facts here, and that's maybe not the only place we should look, but it does show that you have to move them pretty fast because that initial interest does wear off.
Yeah, I think so. And now we're probably shifting into the graded ones. So the graded ones, there'll be early graded ones, and then the graded ones will kind of there'll be a ton of graded ones. So, I mean, in my opinion, I love the Apollo coin series that the US Mint put out for commemorative. I got the gold, I got the silver, I got the JFK, non-silver. I mean, I went crazy, but I didn't get the 5-ounce curved coin as the first curved 5-ounce coin from the mint. It may have had a mintage of 200,000, and frankly, I think all the flippers bought them, and then they looked around and they said, who are we going to sell this to? And eventually, they didn't sell 200,000. The mint, I think the mint was delayed shipping them, and then the enthusiasm was gone because everyone wanted them right away. So it's a beautiful coin. If you have it, it's beautiful, but it may not be for flipping. So, yeah. So,
Ace, you're keeping your ASE, your V75 ASE? That's I've seen a few people saying they're keeping them. Honestly, I bought it for a giveaway. As dumb as that sounds now, but I don't know that I would have wanted to flip it. I'm just not a huge fan of selling over eBay. It's almost more hassle than it's worth. Now, if you can get $500, by all means. But yeah, Ace is saying he's keeping.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think Rick G. Profit Coins is keeping one. His wife surprised him with the second one. So I think he'll sell one, perhaps, graded, and keep one. So some people will keep them. I think it's cool. We probably have a lot of stackers here who either want to flip them so they can buy gold, But there's collectors who want to keep them. I think
It's
that's
kind of a flex too, you know. If you're like, I don't care about the $500, I'm keeping it. It's kind of cool.
yeah, it's unique. So the V75, it's the first privy. It's a shiny coin. It's a good looking coin. It's part of a series. It's a great World War II theme. So, yeah, I think it's good.
It's got a
So,
smudge on it, right between the T and the Y. There's like a defect on the coin, but other than that, it's pretty good.
aha.
The
So,
privy. I mean, I don't feel like they did a fantastic job on that privy. I don't know. I saw the coin, and honestly, I wasn't very excited about it. Just such a small attempt at making it unique. They just laser etched a small privy on it. I thought they could have done a better job.
yeah. I mean, it's almost, Sal calls it like indented something or other. It's not quite
Yeah,
incused.
right.
It might be more
Raised
than a
infused.
laser. It's a powerful laser because it seems like recessed. But they could have. I think if they laser etched a bigger, what is it? The Iwo Jima, the flag raising, the Marine flag raising. I mean, that's the iconic image of World War II. I think that would have been
Yeah,
a cool thing. So
completely.
yeah. So they
They should have
did.
painted it.
Oh well, yeah, they'll be painted ones. So um, they did okay. Um, I think they did good with the mintage numbers. It seems to me that David Ryder, the head of the mint, is sort of apologizing. Instead of just apologizing for the chaos, I think he's seemingly backing away from, well, we don't want to mint so many that we have to melt them down, and we don't want to sell out on the first day. And I'm thinking, no, you do want to sell out on the first day. I mean, I don't. If you sold 200,000 of these V75s, you wouldn't. It wouldn't be as cool. I think exclusive is good. So you can distribute them differently, but I don't think you want to change the numbers much. So I think the the hobby could use some enthusiasm, even if it means someone like me is flipping it away from a collector. So
Yeah, you kind of have to feel bad for the collectors on this one, like the people who really wanted it. They wanted to buy it for their dad because they were in World War II. I mean,
right, yeah,
they weren't getting them for Christmas.
yeah. And if they, especially if they're a collector who always buys the proof version, one of the 200,000 people who always buy the regular proof coin, and then they were the one who didn't get this one because I got one. So, but
How many did he get again?
oh, I got one.
Oh yeah.
and then okay, I'll admit it. And then my wife's dad got one. So yeah, so we did have two in my town. So yeah, I wasn't sure if I should admit that publicly, but I decided
I
to
took
just
care
let
of
the
it for you.
chips
Yeah.
let the chips fall where they go. So yeah, I haven't gotten too much hate after the first day.
No, I mean that's just smart. I mean, it was the mint. Like I think you even said it. It's one of those don't hate the players, hate the game. I mean, the mint set this up. So if you can get them, get them.
Yeah. So I didn't get the enhanced reverse proof. So this was my next opportunity. So let me shock two as one. You got eBay fired up?
Sure do.
All right. Hit me up on the silver medal. Get the silver medal fired up. Don't give us the answer. And then fire up the 70th anniversary Peanuts coin in the yellow box, in the yellow package. So if you're in the chat, would you rather buy this or for the same $75 have gotten two peanuts? So two peanuts at list price. So list price, two peanuts or 1 silver medal? And then you got prices on the silver medal and prices on the yellow peanuts.
Yeah, I'm flipping to make sure I've got the sold ones up.
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than the
So you want
crazy
to
asking
filter into the
prices.
sold ones. So yeah. So
Yeah,
let's
those
see.
metals. Yeah, the metals are doing better than I thought they were doing.
Okay, great. What? Tell me more. What's the range on the
Uh,
silver medals?
well, I mean, my expectations weren't real high, just for the record, but
Okay.
about 100 120.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think I thought it could go to 150 or 170, but 120 I'd be happy. Silver Ripples sold a 120 silver medal. So we got some people who like the World War II coin and other people who would take the peanuts. Have you fired up the peanuts? Have you found any sold peanuts?
Sure have.
What are you seeing?
95.
$95 for a silver coin in a yellow package, an APMEX exclusive. And
Yeah, $80. That was the part that I wasn't sure about because it was an AppMex thing, how it would do.
yeah,
Uh, they're doing really well.
it's crazy. Now, what's confusing is they say this is a series. I don't know if they mean it's a series because they made a proof version, if that's the series, if this is a 70th anniversary Charlie Brown series and that's the end of it, or does the series mean they're coming out with a Snoopy next year? I don't, it won't be the 70th anniversary next year. So this could be a one off, but this package, they make this in a capsule, but to me, the package made the coin. So
Yeah, it looks really cool if you're into that kind of thing.
I never have been, but in this case, I just totally. It doesn't have Atmex on it. It's not cluttered. It's so clean. So yeah, so it's nuts. So
Yeah,
yeah, I love it.
I looked at these because a few of you were talking about them, and honestly, I'm still waiting for these Libertads to come in that Silver Britches is talking about. I actually bought some,
I think.
and
Yeah,
it hurt.
yeah.
I wanted nothing to do with them. I just, you know, I feel like I need to duck right after saying this, but I pretty much just got rid of my silver, and then I'm running out and paying extra money for Libertads now. I wasn't about to throw some Charlie Brown coins on top of it.
He gets rid of all of his gold eagles and he stocks up on Charlie Brown.
Yeah, and then this happened.
I know, it's crazy. Well, you want to hear the person who convinced me that. So I looked at Charlie Brown at like noontime and I thought, I never know these things are coming. I looked at Charlie Brown at noontime. I'm like, I wasn't really sure. And then like at 1 in the morning, I'm looking at Instagram and there's a guy called General Lawn Man. And he's awesome. He's from Canada. He's so silly. And he's like, people, listen to the lawn man. You got to buy these. They're going to be hot. And I'm like, all right. So it's 2 in the morning. I ordered 3 of them. So at least I didn't buy 20. So
Well, it's
yeah,
smart.
yeah,
I should have grabbed them. The thing is, like, these make perfect gifts. I see this and I think, man, that'd be a fantastic Christmas gift. But then
right.
nobody I know buys gold or silver. So, I mean, who am I giving them to? I'm giving them to somebody, and they're looking at this going, what do I hang this on a Christmas tree? I don't know what to do with it.
you put a hook on it and then
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And I'm like, no. It's for when, society collapses and the zombies come. You got to have these things to buy your bread.
Exactly. So nieces and nephews would dig it, and then it's in a protective
Yeah.
thing. They won't get their grubby paws on them. So
Yeah, but is peanut still a thing for
kids
for the nieces and nephews? I don't even know.
well, that's the problem. It's probably for 50-year-olds, so that's the problem. So yeah, so
I don't know.
hard to say. It doesn't
You
quite
need some
have.
older nieces and nephews, yeah.
I think I don't know if it has the marketing clout of Disney or Marvel. I think Peanuts, Charles Schultz has passed away, and I don't think there's anyone carrying the torch. So,
Yeah, I mean I mean, look at the Simpsons stuff. I made fun of that a few times, and I got beat up for it. But I can't imagine wanting Homer Simpson on a coin either. So I mean, that's how far out of the loop I am. I don't even know it's cool.
yep, I don't know what's cool either. So that's the
Hey,
risk.
real quick,
Yeah.
when we're done with Peanuts, remind me to tell everybody how poorly I did on that other coin.
Oh yeah, that's enough about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think about
Well,
my gold
about
coins?
Peanuts. Well, so I
Let's
know a
show him
lot.
what he bought. He bought this one.
Yeah,
He bought that one. That's 2-in-1.
I was gonna I was gonna fire up sad tuba sound, but I couldn't get at it fast enough. Anyway, I got this coin easily. I got right online. I didn't have any of the trouble that the other people were talking about. I was already logged in. The moment it went online, I had it in my card. I had it purchased right away. It was just no big deal. The when I got it, the coin's a fantastic looking coin, but at the end of the day, you're paying huge percentage for premium on the thing, and it just didn't really make sense. So I just talked to a few people on a forum, and one of them said they had a buyer for it. So I sold it for $100 more than I bought it for, and that was that. I held it through the weekend to try to decide if I wanted to keep it, and I think everyone kind of had the same situation. Nobody made money on this coin. At most, I think I heard one person made $200 on it, but if you had the 75th anniversary half ounce 24 karat coin, it was really like people got it and they're trying to decide, well, am I just going to hold on to the expensive coin? Silver Steeler's asking if I'm going to do a giveaway with it. Well, it's gone. It's gone, my friend. So,
Yes.
it was really, for me, it was a little bit of an ego hit because I got it in, and even before I had it in hand, I felt really stupid about it because it wasn't something that, I appreciated enough to spend the extra $400 on.
Yes.
And then all the while I'm watching everybody who had $65 into a silver coin selling it for $500.
Right. Yes.
And the problem with those coins, with an expensive coin, with a gold coin, is that your expense is so high that if you put it on eBay and if anything does go wrong, then you're out a lot. You're not out $65. You're out $1,350.
Right.
And a lot of people think that eBay is a safe place, but what happens is the buyer has a lot more leverage than the seller. So the buyer can receive it, say that it's not the coin that they bought, and eBay is going to side with them. It's happened to me before.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't going to put it on eBay. And at $100, eBay would have taken $75 in fees.
Yeah.
So it certainly wasn't going to net $25. I would have just kept it. But again, I had somebody who I've known since way back through a forum that had someone they were going to sell it to. So I sold it to a middleman. Well, I guess the same as you did, except I didn't get 2 1/10 ounce Eagles. I just got the $100.
Yeah.
Anyway, so mine's kind of a non-event. I mean, it was like a wasted 2 weeks, and I hate to say that because I know some people did get that coin. They wanted it. They kept it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression, because it really is a nice coin.
Yeah.
But I don't usually spend that much on a half ounce gold coin.
Right. So, I mean, I love the Apollo 11 gold coin, and, gold has gone up a lot in 18 months. So, whether I paid a lot for that or not, is kind of irrelevant at this point because I'm keeping it and it's beautiful. But I just couldn't look at the basketball coin, which I like the basketball side and the players side a little less. And so I can't be a regular US Mint buyer of everything, like only the things that really jump out at me. So, um, the
Yeah,
premiums are very high on the commemorative coins.
yeah, they're crazy. The only one making, doing well, I was going to say the only one doing okay on that is the Mint, but if it's that American Silver Eagle V75, the people flipping those did really well. But I haven't seen anyone in the chat tell me that I made a bad decision. I had Silver Ripples say good flip, and I made $100 on something I spent $1,450 or $1,350 for. So I don't know that it was a good flip, but I guess it was one of those like dust your hands off and move on kind of situations.
I think that's a good thing. So I think that's good. And I have a small Instagram presence, but Instagram isn't the be all end all either because I think on eBay, I think it's a level playing field that it's all searchable and maybe people can get picky about, well, you don't have a big track record. I don't see a lot of confirmed sales. So I don't buy on eBay. So I mean, but it does seem more like a level playing field. But Instagram, if you sell a couple of coins here and there, you're competing with people who sell 10 coins a day, who are constantly posting stuff, who are highly entertaining, or that just always have sexy coins. So it's also kind of hard to sell there. There's a lot of
Instagram.
yes,
Yeah, and I think Silver Britches, I think he had a comment there that's kind of scrolled past. He was saying flip silver and stack gold. And that's the thing. Instagram, if you get to know somebody flipping a silver coin, the worst that happens is you're out your silver coin. You're somewhere between $30 and $65. It's not the end of the world. But
right.
if you know somebody on Instagram, you're going to be a lot more comfortable doing it. So it is easy, but honestly, most of us don't make our money flipping coins.
Right.
So for me to be interested in doing it, it'd have to be more than one coin, like one Charlie Brown coin where I was going to make $35 and actually have to, go to the post office. to me, like some people don't mind that at all. It's excruciating for me. I don't know if Lucy's still in the chat, but ask her how long it took her to get that sticker she asked me for.
Okay.
She waited for weeks.
Well, Lucy pulled the football away from me, so I'm not sure.
Well, different Lucy. Well, who knows? It could be the same Lucy.
She did it, yes. So, but yeah, I mean, so someone who does a lot, who's a great channel, is a Gold Addict, who has a big eBay store, who does charts and has a lot of gold.
Yeah, he said he was coming. Is he here?
I'm not sure, but I mean, I would love to do what he does. I failed at opening up an eBay store. They wouldn't take my business. I did something wrong. I don't know what it was, but he buys Perth. He goes in 20, 40, 60, 100 of something he's confident in. And so he likes the Perth, and he definitely wanted to get this V75. I don't know that he did, so I'm not even sure if he tried with this, but he was really gunning for this with him and a couple of backups, but I don't know if he got this. But he does well with Perth coins, like the Pirate coins or other hot Perth Mint series. He's got a ton of Queen's Beast in boxes, fancy boxes, so...
Yeah, he got those boxes in. Those are going to look fantastic. I mean, the Queen's Beast, that's a really good example of something. There were 10 coins in that series. So if you spot it, it's going to be hot. There's a couple different ways you could do it, but you can buy 10 of the first, 9 of the second, 8 of the third, and so on. And then every consecutive release, you sell one less of the one before it, and you get your money back really fast. So Yeah, like Silver Ripples is saying, Gold Addict. He bought a lot of those, and so he's got these boxes and he's selling full sets. I mean, think about that though. You have to sit on those for 4 years.
I know.
I don't have that kind of patience.
I know.
They're,
I'm paranoid about
yeah.
milk spotting too. So like if I sell something
Well,
in 2 months, but if you have
he's
something
not
for
doing
4
the silver
years,
though. His are gold. That's they're
really?
not milk
I thought his
spotting.
beasts.
Oh
I thought
yeah.
his beasts were silver. He's got the gold beast or the
He's got
silver
the
beast?
quarter. Yeah, he had the quarters.
Or maybe he has
Yeah,
both.
he
I
might
could be
have the
wrong.
silvers also, but he was sitting on a whole lot of quarter ounce Queen's beasts.
Okay, great. Yeah. I wish I had done that just for one of every of them, let alone flipping them. But I don't think the premiums on Queen's Beast were that high if you buy it out of the
No,
box, out of the gate.
there anything from the Royal Mint is coming out really low. I mean, the new Britannias, which I think are fantastic coins, they're one of the lowest premium coins you can get.
Yeah, so I mean, they're pretty low premium, and I just think the dollar cost averaging of just getting into something that forces you to buy something 3 or 4 times a year, a little piece of gold, a quarter piece of gold would have been an awesome thing. I kind of wish I did it. So
Yeah,
it's kind of a cool
what was that?
focus.
Like we're smart people. We should have known to grab those.
I know, but I wouldn't go
Hey, real
back in
quick.
time if I only caught the last three. I don't think I'd go back in time and get the other seven. I think it's too late. It's kind of like
Yeah, absolutely.
it's kind of like it's kind of like Silver Eagles. I'm not sure I appreciated how much people love Silver Eagles until this year, and then I'm like, holy smokes, people truly love Silver Eagles. They will pay huge premiums to get them. I mean, it really
Yeah.
kind of blew my mind because I was buying junk silver in the past and still like it, and shocked at the premiums on Silver Eagles, and I couldn't do it. So this year, I frankly bought like some maples or Britannias instead of Silver Eagles. I just couldn't buy. I couldn't get myself to get Silver Eagles this year. So
You
that's
know, I had everything: Krugs, Britannias, Maples, everything, silver coins, and they were some of the coins that I traded out this year for gold. I have to duck again, but the next day I was back at the coin shop, and they put those in the round bin. So they have a bin for rounds,
yeah,
which it's just spot. People can come pick through them. They can grab. So I had all these like perfect coins that I had sold to them, and they just dumped them straight into this bin. They only gave me spot. It was, it was. I felt bad. Like I almost bought them back from them. It's like, don't do that. And that has kind of cured me of wanting to get, something of everything on those government-backed sovereign silver
yeah.
coins, because the local coin shops do not care one bit. I mean, it's like I might as well have had Buffalo rounds.
Well, that's kind of what I got from you with respect to the European gold coins, that you didn't have a good experience with those.
Yeah, people don't want to hear that, but those things. So first of all, if you sell anything in 2020, I mean, the local coin shop's going to grab them up. But if you try selling them in 2017, when people aren't as excited about gold, they'll politely decline to take them. And I don't know. I know some people have had similar experiences, but that's not a real popular story to tell. I don't think that everybody. Well, I don't know that they don't. It's not that they don't believe it, but people don't want to hear it. So it's. Those coins they're fine. They're low premium. If that's what you like, grab them. I think that's the biggest part. You just buy what you like. But I had trouble moving them, so it's going to
Yeah,
be a little while before I buy them again.
right. I mean, I think like constitutional silver or junk silver, I think you can move that. But frankly, I had 3 or 4 rolls of war nickels, which most people poo poo. And I thought, hey, whatever, silver is silver. But when I tried to sell them this year, the coin store gave me like 80 cents on the dollar. So, you know, the war nickels. So I sold war nickels, and I've been sitting on that money to buy Libertads. And so I've bought the Libertads, but now I have to wait for the Libertads. So actually, so getting back to speaking of Libertads, has Silver Bridges answered a question? Is Silver Bridges have any Libertads in his cart on pre-order anywhere, or actually just anybody who's getting Libertads, who is getting 2020 Libertads? So they're on the way, and frankly I'm getting them from Hong Kong. That's how silly I got. So I thought, where are these Libertads? And the first place that had them for sale, I bought them. I'm a little impetuous.
Yeah, I got some on pre-order, or pre-sale. I mean, I don't even have mine yet, and I just got them almost as a joke. Look at the chat. So yeah, those Libertads are picked up 35 of them, 4.9s. Huh.
Yeah, so
Uh-oh.
I mean, mine. I don't know the difference between pre-sale or pre-order, but I ordered on pre-order, so LPM has them on pre-order. I mean, I think Monument and Amex, they're kind of pre-order too. Like they're not ready to ship. Like they took your order, but they're not shipping till early or mid-December, which isn't far away. I mean, we're getting closer and closer. So
Yeah, I mean, AppMex, they'll take your money. You know,
yes,
you can't cancel those either. If you buy those and as you're waiting a month and a half to get them, you decide you want to cancel them. There's no way to do that.
yeah. I don't know. What do they do? Do they just charge you a
You can
fee?
call them and try to convince them, but they have like a 5% restocking
Restocking
fee, and then
fee, yeah. So I
all
mean,
yeah, they have a bunch of different stuff.
yeah. So it's like bringing an open box back to Best Buy or something. You can't do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it looks like there's other people too. I know there were a couple different places to get them. Honestly, I'm not real sure what the huge draw for Libertads is. I understand that the limited mintage kind of gets everybody going, but for me, and I kind of look at that and I think, well, limited mintage just means that only the cool people understand that they're good. So
I know. It's kind of
I don't
funny
know.
because it's like, yeah, they make them at the end of the day. There's going to be about 27 to 30 million of these 2020s, even though the Mint
Right.
had a really bad stretch there. They're still going to make 29 to 30 million of these. They could have made 35 million. And so the Libertads make 200,000 or 300,000. It sounds like a lot less, but it's like a cult coin, and it's only the cool people will buy it. It's like it's made to mint. It's minted to demand, and the demand is low. And it's like a commemorative coin. It's minted to demand, and the demand is low. And then, but I think it's cooler, and so it has a cult following. So I joined the
Yeah.
cult following.
Right. Right.
So
I mean, I just got the Libertads because I heard that I had to shut down my YouTube channel if I didn't get them.
well, there you go, following the crowd again.
Yeah,
so
I'm a follower.
so yeah. So um, I think that's okay. We'll give you a pass because I think you're one of the more consistent people. Steady, you're stable, you're consistent. You actually put out a lot of videos a week. I find it hard to put out more than one or two, occasionally three. But yeah, so you're putting out great steady content, and so yeah, and with little silver, so you can throw in a Libertad show occasionally.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll show them.
You won't
I'll
even
just
show them.
admit it. I'll just admit it on live chat that I have 'em. Or the videos are easy. I spend all my time in the comments. I mean, replying to comments. I spend a lot more time replying to comments than I do putting together videos by far.
Wow.
So, but in the comments, I'll be able to say, "What do you mean? I've got Libertads. I've got them right here in the drawer."
Okay, there you go. So, yeah, you can change your story in the comments. It's like, yeah, I can't cover all the bases in 8 minutes or 10 minutes. It's like
Right.
we kept it on one topic. Libertads
Yeah.
weren't part of the topic tonight, so
So there were a couple things that I think the chat window has been scrolling faster than I've been able to keep up with, honestly. But MD said something I just kind of wanted to mention. He mentioned that he talked to his LCS about the coin that I got at the end of World War II, 75th anniversary,
yeah,
24-karat coin. I called my LCS, and I have 3 of them. And I just went down the list, called all 3 of them, and asked them if they had any interest in buying it. And the first one I called, the shop has a couple people who work there, but I got the old guy, and
yeah,
and I'm yelling to him what I had. I'm like, it's the end of World War II, 75th anniversary. I'm thinking he's not hearing me.
right.
And I'm like, do you have any interest? And he's just like, no.
Right.
So, I mean, it didn't even pause. It was like, yeah, I'm not interested. And then kind of got the same answer from all of them. One of them said, give me a call next week. And I never did. But
Yeah.
MD, his comment was that the local coin shop said, get it graded and then talk to me. I don't
Okay.
know if they'll have any interest, though.
Yeah, right. Yep. So, it is hard. It is hard. So I think, I mean, even on the silver flipping, going for the super deluxe proof coin. So like if there's a 10 or 15,000 mintage coin, but then there's a 1,000 mintage proof coin, I don't know that even $150 out of the gate proof coin has the upside. You're just limiting your audience. So I just think the size of the audience who is willing to buy a gold coin is shrunken over a slightly collectible silver coin. So it's, yeah, I think Britches said, flip silver, stack gold. And so just the gold versions, the gold Germanias or the gold Mickey Mouse coins. I'm just not sure how many people are going to go outside their gold eagles to get a really expensive collectible Homer Simpson coin. Homer Simpson
Yeah,
gold.
you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I had a video where I made fun of that, and I bet I had 8 people who were offended. I think you have a crowd that thinks gold is gold, and it just doesn't matter. It's gold weight, so why not get something fun? And I can see that. I think some people have a hell of a sense of humor, and then others are just contrarians, and they're like, I want the Homer Simpson donut.
Yeah.
$2,000 coin. I mean, good for them.
Right.
So I see it,
Yeah.
but nobody's. Well, I take that back. I was going to say nobody's buying those to flip them, but I know some people do that too. I can't imagine getting a $2,000 coin hoping to flip it for $2,200. It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah. So if you like it, you like it. I mean, I went off on a crazy gold collectible Canadian series this year because it's a subscription. So I got 3 coins out of 6 so far, and they've had some weird things with COVID coming out of Canada. So I should have 6 by the end of the year. I think it's going to be late, but they're all based on the 1967 Canadian coin. So I thought it was cool, but it's totally for me. Like it's not for anyone in 5 years or 20 years. Like I don't. I think it's a recognizable sort of commemorative coin, like the bicentennial American coins, but it's like the Canadian, cool coins, but like it's a very niche thing. So, buy what you like.
Yeah, I'm not big on buying. I haven't been buying silver this year. I used to buy a lot of it. I just don't buy as much anymore. Somewhere in here, Britches mentioned the gold Libertads, and that's a case where you're just buying a coin because you think it looks really, really nice, but the Mexican mint does not put face values on those coins, and those that drops a little bit of the. They're harder. It's harder to sell a coin that doesn't have a face value on it because a lot of people don't understand the value of it. The minute that it has a printed face value on it, people understand that this is government backed. That they recognize that there's some consistency in it. Except in the case of, say, like the South African Krugerrand, there's no face value on a Krugerrand, and the reason for that is that the government was going to say that we'll honor this coin for whatever the spot price is at the time. And that's actually a really cool reason that they don't have face values. But like the Libertad's different, so I don't see it. That's more of a people buy those because of the limited quantities, and then also because you can see the statue's boobs this year. I mean, I guess that's what the chat's saying. That's not me. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't mess up your channel.
Oh, no, we're cool. I mean, I think the Libertads don't have a dollar or a monetary value on it because their currency is not as stable as the major Western, Australia, UK, USA, Canada type currency. I mean, so, we had 90% silver and they probably had 35% silver because, in their coinage. It's like they had inflation when the rest of the world was stable. And so they're probably afraid to put a peso value on their coins.
Yeah, well, General Stack is saying that it works like the Krugerrand, but it happened on the Libertad so much later. They've changed over time. The 50 pesos, for instance, they used to have the actual dollar denomination on them until more recently, and so now I don't know that it's the same thing because there is no government buyback on those coins like there was initially on the Krugerrand. So some of that, I could be off on some of my information there. I'm just kind of going off of what local coin shops have told me. I've always stayed away from them.
Uh-huh.
The 50 pesos, the centenarios look incredible. I always, I'm always tempted. I just, I haven't grabbed one of those yet either. I try to stay pretty focused on U.S. mint coins if I can.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Right.
But the Libertads I just don't see the value in the gold Libertads.
Yeah, right.
Rich is just saying they're a cult. I think he's saying that you said they're a cult. I mean, I can get behind that. I agree.
Yeah, a cult in a good way. A cult in a cult movie.
Sure.
Not a cult, but a cult movie. It has their fans. I mean, it's sort of like Rocky Horror Picture Show, or I don't know, kind of like a weird thing that certain people love. So, yeah, it has their supporters. So. Okay,
so General Stack is saying that you can go into the banks and trade them for cash. I had not heard that, so that's interesting. I mean, maybe I'll back off everything I said about the no face value. But if you try to sell a gold coin privately, I've tried this before, even with maples. People don't understand that the 1 ounce gold in a gold maple leaf would be the same as, say, a buffalo. You'll get people thinking, well, what's the exchange rate on the Canadian dollar? And it's just a weird conversation. So,
what's the exchange rate on Canadian gold? Because we have 1 ounce and then we have another 1 ounce, but you have to factor in the Canadian. You have to factor in the Canadian exchange rate of gold. It's completely different. It's 80 cents on the dollar, I think.
Exactly.
So, I'll give you 80 cents on the dollar for your Canadian maple gold.
Yeah. Talk to me next week.
So, Oh goodness.
What are
So
we missing in the chat? I feel like, there was a point where somebody came in and they're like, what's going on with this chat? Nobody's answering questions, you jerks. And then I think he left.
oh man, sorry about that. So you can just try again. So I mean, I think some people came in. Um, I mean, Gold Maple asked what's the spot price of silver. I have no idea. Uh, Kitco was like crashed today. Not only did
I
gold
was
and silver.
1804 at the start of this. At the start of this video, so I imagine we're not too far off
So
from that.
1804
It's,
for 1804 for gold.
Yeah, 1808. No, I'm sorry. You guys are probably talking silver, huh? That's probably
Well,
at
for
like
both.
$13.
What was your answer?
Something like $13 for silver, I think.
Well, maybe not that bad, but
Yeah,
maybe
it's like
23.
$23.50 when we started. Yeah,
22.50?
23.50.
23 or
Oh, is
22?
it? No, 23.50.
Okay, all right, that's not bad. So, yeah, all right. So general
Yeah.
stack.
Well, we had it was kind of double news. We started out. We had the third vaccine announcement. Spot went down to 1830 for gold, and then we had the transition become official. The GSA officially, granted the documentation to let them move forward. Then it went down further to 1800. Again, I'm talking gold.
Yeah.
So it kind of had like double news. So
Yeah.
lots going on. I think it affected silver and gold about the same. Lucy's saying 23.33, 1808 for gold. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
So I'm never one to say back up the truck and buy, but I definitely bought some gold. I bought it at 1830, and then woke up the next day and it was at 1800.
Well, there you go. So, yeah, you never know. I think I mean, it's hard. I probably watch prices too much. I don't chart. I don't understand people who make charts like Gold Attic and do things with things like this. But it intrigues me. But I'm not sure if I believe it or where I'm just seeing what I want to see. But like to me, I don't know if you can see this chart. 2 is 1. But it kind of went like this in August. And so, of course, I just thought it was going to go from 2000 to the moon. But it then fell, and then it bounced like a stone in a pond. And then it fell, and then it kind of did this. And then it fell, and then the election came, and it kind of went crazy, but then went this, and now it fell again. So it's like these people with the charts are like, oh, it's doing this means it's about to do that, and then instead it just loses momentum, and then so like, well, is it gonna do this or is it gonna do this?
Yeah. So people will pull out support bands and things like this, but if you look at each of those three valleys that hit recently, all three of them came immediately following vaccine news.
Yeah.
It was so fast, and it just goes to show how much trading is happening and how fast trading is happening today. So you had a couple things. You had with the election going into it, you're looking at, is it going to be a clear winner? Well, it wasn't. We had all of the questions on who really won. So that's pushing it upward. It's just like an uncertainty, so people don't know.
Right.
And then you have people saying, okay, well, what's going to happen if a Democrat is in office? Well, that's only part of it, because then you have the Senate. Which way is the Senate going to go? Well, then there's a runoff in January for the Senate, so that gets delayed, so you don't have the full factor. And then, Biden was priced in. Regardless of who you wanted to win, he was picked by the polls to win, so he was priced in a little bit already, and a red Senate was priced in already. So you had like layers of factors. But then the thing that you could spot immediately was every time there was vaccine news, spot price would drop. It would start to come up slowly. Next vaccine gets announced, it would drop, and that happened. What is today? That happened on Tuesday, and then later. The reason that Biden isn't pressing everything up is because there's no concession. Trump didn't concede, and I'm not trying to get political. I'm just these are just facts.
Right.
But the moment that the GSA, which is the organization that basically said, okay, the transition can happen, you can get access to more to money and to information, then it was official. So you saw gold go down again, and the reason that it went down is because some of that uncertainty was priced in. And then also, if you look at past elections, post-election, November, December, January, the time between the election and the inauguration, historically, the prices of both metals go down. So you had reasons for it going down. You had, a not clear winner pushing it up.
Yeah.
And then you had these immediate vaccine news. So none of this is a huge surprise. It's just nobody could have ever forecasted the timing on it. So crazy time, super volatile. Seeing it though, the day after, you're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It's just, you don't know when it's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. So I would say almost each of these drops didn't snap back like the next day. I think it was drop and linger, or drop and drop more, and then maybe bounce back. So we've had 2 days of drop. Maybe it'll kind of bounce around a little bit, but hopefully not 3 days of drop.
If it drops below $1,800, there's all of this psychology behind that tested limit where people say, oh, it's now in the 1700s again. It's going to fall further. I'm not smart enough to tell you how that works, but traders watch for things like that. So it's just like a mental hurdle. If you get down into the 1700s, it falls further because the people who have it start freaking out and go, it's dumping. I'm going to dump mine, and then it's crowd effect. More people dump. It goes down further. If it stays in the 1800s, it will probably climb back up.
Right.
Without any real problems.
Days ago, I heard one of the gentlemen on Kitco saying that 1850 was a critical level, and then strangely, right before this happened, I think Chris V on Kitco said 1810 was a special value, and we were way above 1810, but now we're not. So we've just
support bands. Yeah. They'll tell you where the bands are, where the support is.
Yeah.
That'll make sense, but I had heard that the support band was 1830, and they went right to 1830, with the vaccine news.
Right, yeah. I almost wonder how much of this is like a self-fulfilling prophecy, where these things are programmed in, so as soon as it kisses it, then it's like, oh my God, it hit it. I got to act.
Totally.
Or, that's sort of like, if everyone's watching, if it's sort of weird. Everyone thinks baseball is 9 innings, but if there are certain people who think it's 8 innings, then they call the game at the 8th inning. It's just they're playing a different game. They have their own rules. So I'm not sure what they are, except for they're measuring things in their own way. So
right.
So yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, so silver britches, if it drops below the 200 moving average, it's going to 1600. So, but, I'm not necessarily back up the truck, because I'm kind of a cash flow investor. I have cash flow that I can put into things. And so whether it's up or down, I'm probably buying. If it's down, I might be able to buy a little bit more, but I'm not selling. So maybe the investors panic when it goes below 1800, but I'm not selling gold if it goes to 1800. I'm holding it. So it's I just hold it, and I sell my Charlie Brown coins instead,
Right. So, I don't, it's one of those things. It's funny too, on YouTube, all of a sudden people have kind of changed their tune. A week ago you had everybody saying it's just going up and up and up and it's never coming down. And then the moment it goes down, people are like, I can see it going down further. Not Riches, I'm not saying you're doing that. But that $1,600 mark, you weren't hearing people saying $1,600 a week ago. you were hearing people saying, silver's going to 30 and gold is going to 2,400 or, 3,000. It was just some much bigger numbers. I mean, all you have to do is go to your favorite channels and go back a week through their videos, and they're all saying the same thing. They're saying $30 silver and as high as $3,000 gold. But the moment that you hit this like double dip, everyone's like, oh well, I don't know, maybe $1,600 isn't so crazy anymore.
Right. Yeah. So, so I hope it doesn't go there. I mean, just in terms of silver, I kind of like the $24 to $27 range. I like the $25 range. I think that's good. And then it goes to 30 on its own pace. I think I'm not sure I'd be happy at 17 or 13. So, but I'm not
Yeah, I don't
predicting.
see it going. So I don't see it going to $17. I don't see it going to $30. So this is, I started buying silver in 2008.
Uh-huh.
Is that how old I am? Yeah, 2008. And so I hit that 2011 through 2013 craziness, and that was pushed from big investments, and we saw that go to $49. It kissed 50 for a minute, and then it dropped to 15 and stayed there for a decade. And so I look at silver a little bit differently this time around. I won't be surprised if it goes back down. A lot of the people who are saying $30 in 30 days or $30 by the end of the year or whatever they're saying, haven't had it for that long. Not all of them. No offense to anybody, but there are a lot of people who've only seen it go up. They've only been buying for 2 years, 3 years, and so they come in and they're getting, they're seeing silver do what they think silver does in a crazy market like you have in 2020, and they haven't seen anything else. So it seems like it's on the right trajectory.
Right.
Now, I look at it and I think if and when things get back on track, silver's gonna come back down.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of crazy because you have smart people who come out of college and they go right to Wall Street and they've never seen a down market. And then
Right.
you have Davey Day Trader, Barstool Sports saying, stocks only go up. So, you can fall into that thought process without seeing or the big short. House prices only go up. Everyone always pays their mortgage. Well, everyone pays their mortgage
Right.
until they don't. Everyone pays their mortgage until they have 3 different mortgages because they have investment properties, and then they don't. So, if you haven't lived through a 10-year real estate cycle, then yeah, you could be on Wall Street and everyone's making money. And I guess you don't want to be the wet blanket at the party.
Yeah. So Video Lover, 4204. I mean, that's totally right. He's saying, and sorry if I'm just assuming everybody's a guy. I know what my analytics look like, but diversify into crypto and value stocks. I mean, that's the thing, and not a lot of people talk about that. But if you had your money in gold, in silver, in tech stocks, and dare I say, cryptocurrencies, you're doing pretty well, and you're well diversified. You've got different asset classes doing different things, and that's that makes perfect sense. That's where you've got like Bitcoin this year is making a huge run. It's kind of fun to watch it. I know not everybody likes Bitcoin, but they're on totally different paths. So you can trace back 2 years, and maybe gold, maybe silver, they weren't doing a whole lot. Some of these other assets really were. So don't put everything into one basket. I think that's the takeaway.
I would agree. I mean, and so, and for those who are stacking silver hard, it's like you're getting tubes of stuff, and, pick up some gold eagles occasionally. Like you can have both metals, and then with respect to, you can have money in the S&P 500. So, Salivate Metal wants to know, can you put your Bitcoin and gold in the same basket?
Sal, you can do whatever you want, sir.
So,
Thanks
yeah,
for coming, Sal.
yeah,
I think
good
maybe
to
in
see
honor of
you.
Sal, we should call a scammer.
I know. Well, I didn't call a scammer. I called 2 is 1. So,
Well, I mean, as far as you know, I'm not a scammer.
well, I called you on my wife's phone, so, but I blocked her caller ID, so you can't call her back. So I trust you. So,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's that video lover 4204. You know, you get a bad taste in your mouth when you find yourself weighted too heavily in one asset class, and then the other one kind of tears off. I mean, everybody gets that. It's just a bad feeling, but I mean, you kind of have to dollar cost average across all of them, and not just shift everything back and forth, because by the time you have the information to make that trade, you're already late. So if you're trying to get stuff into the right asset class by draining one and putting it into the next, I mean, good chance you're gonna miss you're not gonna get the right wave on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have some SLV and GLD and I get beat up for it, but it's because it's behind a rollover IRA wall that I can't do other things with it. I can do other things with it. I can do S&P 500 type things, but I can't do physical gold and silver.
Yeah.
So I have some of that, but you can't sell it at 11 o'clock and buy something else at 2. Like, it takes like a couple of days for it to clear. So,
For SLV?
yeah, at least a day. Like, I can't
Oh,
sell it. Maybe it's
you
my
need to get yourself
brokerage.
a better brokerage account. I
It
mean,
might be my
those
brokerage. I
traders,
don't want to name who they
yeah.
are, but like it takes like a day, and if you sell it off hours, like then they, I don't know, they clear it like the next. Well, maybe
Yeah,
the mutual funds clear like at 5 o'clock, but
if it's a market order, they'll do like the bet. You probably do have a day to clear, but I mean, even that's a lot faster than you can move physical silver.
well,
The
yeah, so
the
it's way
problem
faster
there,
than that, but it's not like I don't understand day trading because like I can't sell something and buy something the same day. Like what is day trading if you can't get in and get out and get in and get out? Like
you can do it. You just need a different brokerage
I'm doing it
account. The
wrong.
problem, though, you're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it wrong.
Here's Juice Stacker. I mean, he could probably tell you,
Yeah.
but you could definitely make those trades within a day. I mean, that's definitely something you can do. The problem with SLV, for instance, is if you do try to take take advantage of a spike and you make that sale, you do that within the first 12 months. You've got short term capital gains, and you knock out a pretty decent chunk of that. So that's not like a faint-hearted pastime. That's not like a hobby for people who don't know what they're doing. So I try not to mess with
Yeah. I mean, maybe
those quick
because it's in an
trades.
IRA, maybe I'm not getting taxed on it, but it is weird. But like I got a little cute.
Sure.
I got a little cute and I was like selling SLV and then buying it back 3 days later, and then all of a sudden it's just started going up and up. I'm like, well, I just sold it and it's not going back down. It's only going up again. And so I had to buy it back at a higher price. So, but
Yeah,
at least I got
you
it
know,
back. But it's
and if it's in your IRA, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're doing that in your brokerage account, you're getting a stack of what is it, W9s. Juice could probably tell us, but I mean, you got a stack of paperwork you got to take into your accountant every year. It's a pain.
yeah, yeah, crazy. So yeah, so Salivate Metal showed up along with Terry. So I'm not sure if Salivate Metal just finished like a 4 hour Tuesday night stream. So thank you, Sal and Terry, for stopping by. So honored to have him here. So
Yeah.
Juice Stacker and Carlos Danger and Silver Ripples. So yeah. So any other questions? Any other concerns people have? What's the next hot coin? What's the next fun thing to do? So I think I just want to process my Libertads and actually see one of them up close, and then see if I can sell them to a cult movie fan. So
Are you going to flip those? Is that what you do with Libertads? I thought you got them to keep them. I'm
oh
not sure. I just bought
oh
them because
no
everybody forced me to.
No, I bought a tube. So I sold my war nickels, so I think I'll keep like 5 Libertads. So I'll just trade my war nickels for Libertads, basically. I freed up some money, and so I'll buy Libertads. But I'm going to try and sell 20. But I think I have to wait until people realize they're sold out. So, like, I need all these places to sell them out. So once people realize they're sold out and they can't get them, except for the secondary market. So I probably can't sell them until February or January. Like, they need to totally go through the system. You
I
know,
didn't know they were going to be work. I thought you bought them to keep them. I don't know.
well, you can do both, but I thought I'd sell them. But easier said
I
than
only got
done.
2.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, again, I just got them so that when somebody says, "Hey, you need to go get yourself some Libertads," I'll be like, "Yeah, I got them sitting right here in a drawer somewhere."
Exactly. It's somewhere. It's no so nonchalant. I've got some somewhere.
Yeah. Who said they had the marble Wolverine? Yeah, Easter Rider. I wonder about the Wolverine coin, that kind of stuff too. But man, as much as people say flip silver, hold gold. That seems like a lot of work. So I'm equally jealous and not jealous of
Right.
all you able to flip those coins. It just seems like a lot of work to me.
It's kind of work. I kind of thought I needed to just prove to myself that I wasn't a hoarder. So I thought it would be good to flex my selling muscles and meet some people on Instagram. So I kind of thought I needed to sell something. And then I'm like, well, I can't sell one thing. I need like 3 things to increase my visibility. So I thought maybe if I had a few things like the pirate coin and the Zeus coin, and then I'd have some cool coins. And so, like, the really cool hot coins, like the Zeus and the pirate thing, yeah, people are excited to see him on Instagram, but like, and they were excited for peanuts, but they may not be as excited for some other things that I have. So, um, so I think you kind of the good with the bad. So, um, stick with, keep it simple. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I like the Wolverine. I've never done the Marvel stuff. It's sort of too late. Um, I think what's worked for the Marvel coins is that most of them are wearing a mask or a helmet. Wolverine is not a helmeted or masked character. So I just don't think it works as well because it's not the actor. It's kind of cartoonish. And, that's why the Darth Vader coins work well, but they don't make like a Luke Skywalker thing because they probably don't want to pay Mark Hamill money, but they can just pay Disney money for a helmeted character, but not the actor. That's my impression. So I think actors don't work as well on coins as helmets and stormtroopers. So
So much work.
yes, yes, I know. So that's why I do like your channel because you keep it simple and it's like make good decisions and repeat. And it's
Yeah,
not
I'm making
boring
some bad decisions for fun lately, just because.
just to
But
flex your bad decision muscles. So
yep,
yeah.
totally. Yeah, I got a bad decision flex coming later this week that I bought on the dip. So it's like a half and half good decision, half bad decision. So
Well, yeah, you promised like a whole series of bad decisions. So you did a story on Graham coins, and then
yep.
you kind of did a story, or I don't know if you're going to do a follow up on your gold World War II coin, and and so yeah, people like a cautionary tale. So
Yeah, they like it when other people make mistakes, so they don't have to.
yeah, that's good.
Like, yep. Thank you for that, Terry79. Bad decision coming here.
Yes. So
we appreciate you coming anyway.
exactly. So yeah, I think the cautionary tales people like, save me from doing something stupid. So and be a little self-deprecating, can't hurt. Um, just bragging that I always make the good decisions and bragging that do it my way. Well, what if your way doesn't work? what if you promised a price that didn't happen? So try not to overpromise. So, yeah.
Yes. All right. My eyes are kind of getting crossed trying to keep up with the chat.
Yeah. So Paul wants to know, is it a good time to buy a 1 ounce gold coin, or may it go down even more? Frankly, it could go down more. We talked about that. People are speculating. You never know which way it's going. It could easily just linger in 1800, but it could go to 1600. But 1800 is better than 2000, so 1800 is not a bad place for a gold coin. Um, so if you're holding for 3, 5, 10 years longer, then you'll probably be happy with 1800. That's my take. So.
Yeah, I think if you look at it in short term, so November, December, even January, it's going to be volatile. You potentially see some dips. If it gets down below that 1800, it could shoot down further. But everyone's looking out. You don't buy gold for what it's going to do in 3 months. You buy it for what it's going to do in 3 years.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are thinking that as all the money printing kind of starts to take effect, it's going to start shooting back up. Maybe not shooting, but at least climbing steadily. So, with that in mind, $1,800 probably seems like a pretty good point to buy. It's always safe to say what you did yourself. I just bought yesterday, so I bought a 1 ounce coin happily. But, I've been saying for a while now, we could see 1700s, we could potentially see 1600s, and I would still not be too sad that I was buying at 1850. So Juice is saying 1600. It's funny though. Again, a week ago, nothing against you, Juice, or Britches, of course, but there weren't a lot of people saying $1,600. Everybody was saying, $2,300. So, we'll see.
Yeah. So, I think so. So there weren't a lot of people saying $1,400 for this gold coin. So, but there you go.
Yeah, I got out of it happily.
Yes. So cautionary tale. So this might be my last V75 story. I kind of hit the V75 hard. I need to tell some different stories. I've covered the mintages. Folks, it's over. They've sold all of them, except for like 6 or 10. So it's over. So there's no more coins to be had, and I've sold my coins, and that's pretty much the end of it. So I think that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I still have this, so there's still a story in there. I'm not sure what it is though yet, but I think the V75. This will be our last show. We're cool, so I'm happy to do this because I think it's kind of fun to compare notes. But I'm not really sure I'm not gonna cover like what's eBay doing with the prices. Like I don't really care. It's like.
I think, just like the prices are going down, I think the interest is going down. I think the takeaway here, Heist, is that you made 2 good decisions, so it doesn't matter on that medal, and then 2 is 1 made 1 kind of questionable, probably bad decision.
But you're out. But you got out of
right?
it. So yeah.
That's what I got out of it.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be fun to watch the price just sort of fade over time. I think it will. But to do a story once a week or once every month to say, oh, the price has faded some more. It's like, well,
nobody wants to see these things get old. They just want to take them out back behind the shed and shoot them, get it over with.
Yeah, I think it's run its course. I think I'll be I'll be happy for people who get them graded. So when people get them graded, I'll watch and see if someone got a 70 or a 68 or a 69.
For sure. Yeah.
So I'll be happy for those folks and who want to keep them or sell them. So that's probably the next story on the V75 front is grading. But I'm not part of that story. So, that doesn't interest me. I'm not sending stuff to PCGS. So I'll watch other people's stories on that front. So, but yeah. So, yeah. So, let's see. How can I do this? Let me do something. Let me just put. Let me get your channel up here again. So we're gonna get your channel up. I don't know. I think this works. So I'm gonna put your thing in the thing. 2 is 1 channel. Da, 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 da. All right, I think that's a link to the 2 is 1 channel. So
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I don't see a lot of questions coming in. Definitely appreciate everybody hitting this. I haven't really been watching how many people are watching, but
Yeah.
fun to see everybody. Hope we didn't miss any big questions. I'm gonna have to go back through chat. I kind of feel like I wasn't doing a great job keeping up with this thing.
No, I think we did well. So hopefully, yeah, I apologize if we missed any. We tried to cover things, answer some questions. Some people may have asked us something we might have covered. We may have just missed it. So we appreciate you coming. We weren't trying to ignore anybody. Budget Coin Hunter, what do we think of the 2021 silver dollar coins? I'm not sure.
We're talking about the new American Silver Eagles with the new reverse. Oh, Morgan Peace dollars. Okay.
Is that what he meant? Did he
clarify? That's what he's saying, and I don't know a thing about peace dollars.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I think they approved it. I know they approved it in one of the maybe the Senate side, but not the House side. So I wasn't sure that it passed the legislation completely and was signed into law by the president. So I'm not 100% sure that they have authorization for the silver dollar piece and the Morgan. They didn't seem to be making the commemorative coins. The commemorative coins, they can make 2 coins a year. So this year they honored basketball and the women's right to vote. And I don't think they're trying to make the Morgan and Peace dollar one of those 2 for next year. They'll probably have something else. So I think they're trying to get special legislation on it. And I'm not positive they did it. So yeah, they were considering having like Carson City privies and stuff like that. I think it's cool. I'm kind of afraid there'll be like proof versions, BU versions, CC versions, San Francisco versions, like too many darn versions. And where I wouldn't mind having 1, but I can't get behind 7. So, and I wouldn't get 20 of them. I just want 1. So, so we'll see. I think it'll be interesting. But I wouldn't go overboard on it. So
yeah, you all are going to have to let me know if I need to buy those too. Put them in the drawer.
Pretty much, yeah, I think so.
Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm sure people will in the comment section. After you make your videos, you spend all that time in the comment section, so you'll be told what to do. So people like to give you advice. So I like the comments too. I learn from the comments. I have fun for certain people in the comments. Some people challenge me in the comments. I've literally banned maybe 1 person who was just way too negative and aggressively negative. But I really let people just say whatever they want. And if they say something really rude, I probably just leave it there and just let them own it for a couple of days and then delete it. So I don't have a lot of problems with the comments.
No, I don't either. They've been good. I get lots of you're a dummy for selling silver, or you're a dummy for not buying Bitcoin. There's always the assumption that you don't buy Bitcoin. I get all those, but that's just kind of the territory.
Yeah, so not aggressively negative, just sort of a little negative. So
yeah, everybody's smarter than you in the comments.
Yeah, that's okay. I can learn and, live and let live. If they had the same attitude, then I'd be happier. So,
yeah.
But
I don't know. Mine have been really pretty positive. I've only been doing this for, a hot minute, and I've been surprised how positive the comments have been.
Yeah, no, I think they're great. And so, yeah, you got a great channel. Fun people have fun with it. People have fun at other channels. So it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I
No
agree, 49. It's
troublemakers.
definitely an awesome community.
And I don't think we deleted a single comment in the chat tonight at all. So I think we're totally.
No, somebody said that they tried to say the Mexican Mint shut down, but they mistyped that, and YouTube thought they were cursing, so they deleted it before I was able to approve it. But
Okay.
that was the only one that I saw.
Yeah, so we're good. We're good. So so folks, have a happy Thanksgiving. Here's the Mayflower. It's been 400 years since folks came over from England so that they could worship the way they wanted to worship and have their own community. So enjoy your Thanksgiving break. Enjoy your family, whether it's 2 folks or 20 folks, whatever your folks are comfortable with. We're keeping it a little bit small, but we're doing it. So we're celebrating Thanksgiving. We're happy to do it. We're thankful for a good year, and hopefully people have had a good year themselves, and we can move forward into 2021. So thank you two as one.
No. Thank you, Heist. This has been fun. Glad everybody could come out. Looking forward to doing something again. I think we'll do a round 2 here before too long.
Great. Awesome. Yeah, that'd be fun. So this is my low-tech live stream. Maybe I'll up the tech someday, but maybe if this worked, we can just keep it simple, and we'll see. Oh, well, I do have an announcement. So I'll just do a quick blurb. I'll try and get a video out in the next week. But last year I did a Yankee swap, which was basically, it's a New England thing. It's different than a white elephant. So if you send a coin, you basically 30 people bring one gift, and then you've come up with a scheme to distribute the gift. So everyone brings one gift, and everyone goes home with one gift. It's sort of like a game on how you allocate the gifts. So last year, Silver Stealer was able to take any gift that was opened, and like that, he got the last chance to have the run of the table. So it's just sort of like a game within a game. So I'm going to repeat that, and I'll make an announcement, and I've got a P.O. box, and people can send coins in, and I'll explain it, but I want to have a Christmas party about a week before Christmas. We'll do a live stream. So I'll get it organized, and we'll do the deal. So, but other than that, I don't have a lot of live stream plans. I'm kind of sporadic on the live streams. I'm not a regular streamer. But this was great, and we'll do a Christmas party. So everyone have a great Thanksgiving. And so thanks again to Is One. We look forward to your next gold video. See what you bought on the dip, and any other Let's Talk About Gold.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, great. So Yankee, we're just about to hang up, but Yankee, we're doing a Yankee swap. I'll put out a video in the next few days. So thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next live stream.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, great.